everyone. And I see Lori here. Hey, nice to see you, Lori. Welcome. I'm Tom Mulaney, he, him pronouns. I was a Colorado 16 innovator, a VIA 2020 coach. You can reach me on Twitter if it still exists. Everyone's saying that today, and I understand why, at Tom E. Mulaney. I haven't got Mastodon set up yet. Sorry. And so this is going to be FigJam. This is going to be collaborative whiteboarding. I'm going to try to show you 20-ish things in 20 minutes that just make the thing amazing. This is not going to be, hey, let's get you all up and running. If you want that kind of session, you can reach out to me. I'll put you in touch with Figma, and they can get that all set up, okay? This is just 20 reasons why you want to use this. You go to figma.com, you create a FigJam, and it's collaborative whiteboarding on steroids. I know that's cliche, but it's really true. And the first thing that we love about FigJam is the timer. Oh, and I meant to say, content warning, motion sickness. We're going to be moving around this infinite canvas quite a bit. So if motion sickness is an issue for you, please know that you may want to look away or think about that for this session. It's not inherent to FigJam. It's just that I use this tool that I'll explain later to guide me around my canvas that could make you motion sickness. Anyway, let's keep going. So the first thing is there's this amazing timer built right in, and I'm going to time myself so I know to not go over. And let's see. So if I go up here to the timer, and I could pick one of 4 songs that they have. I like acoustic ambient. I'm not going to play a song, but let me set it to be about like a 15-minute timer so I know, so I don't go wrong or, don't go over. And then I just hit enter. And now it's there. I'll put it away. It's right there. It's a little healthy reminder to me. All right, let's talk about images. So if I want to add an image to my FigJam, what I can do is I can click on this button here. I can now go to, let me put this over here for a second. I can click on this button here. I can go to more. Let's delete my search term. And there's images, and I can just upload off my hard drive. But really, the simplest way to do images is this. Find an image you like on the internet, right click. I'm very food motivated. You're going to notice there's a lot of food references here. Copy image. Let's just go, paste, bam, it's there, but it gets better. I can do this cool little curved edge on it. I love that. I can also crop it, including, if I want to make it like a landscape or a circle here. I can change the crop. There's all sorts of cool things I can do with this. I can even zoom in and zoom out too with this. So I'll just do that real quick, and let's just put this away a little bit. All right. Let's move around to our next thing, hyperlinks. So hyperlinking is really nice. Let me just put a text here on the canvas, and let's get that a lot smaller. And let's say info, and I want to hyperlink that with my blog posts about getting started with FigJam. If you really if you want to leave this session, this blog post, which you'll have this FigJam when we're done, you can just read this and it has it. Okay, great. Hyperlink in a collaborative whiteboard, very useful. Love that I can do that, but it's better than that. I can just right click and paste, and I get this little thumbnail, which is taking a second to generate. Let me zoom out just for a second. There we go, 12. So you see that? I have the thumbnail. It's right there. If I click on it, it opens. I tell for every project I do now, I just put all my links here so they're visual like this. I'll give you an example. I did a session for Guardians the other day, and all my research was here, and I just put it here, and I have a little note to myself, use the highlighted part or whatever it might be. Oh my goodness, such good stuff. All right, ink. And yes, it's a ink on a whiteboard. We know that. That's a thing, right? We have 2 markers. We can do any color at all. I like this purple color. I'll just make it a little darker, and let me do a nice thick marker. But there's more that we can do than that. I can take ink and I can move it around. I can even stretch it out. I can change its color after the fact. Let's make that red. You see, so I can do all these things. Never use a red pen when grading students, but you get my point. So the ink, amazing. Let's talk about sticky notes, right? Sticky notes, we love sticky notes, especially in the Innovator program. So if I drag a sticky note onto my canvas, and again, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here, and the zoom tools are right here in the upper right, but I just use my scrolly wheel. What I love about the sticky notes is a couple things. One, they are authored, and I can I can do nice big text, I can do bold text, I can actually, give me a second. Let's make that a little smaller. Let's make it bold. I get bullet points, but I can make them anonymous as well. I like author because then it, it's ownership. Plus, I can build my sticky notes up and down, just hitting this button right next to. I mean, how cool is this? Oh my goodness. All right. Now, my sixth thing is locking things. You know how you're in a collaborative whiteboard and things start moving around and get deleted? Well, not anymore. What you can do is you highlight anything you want to lock down. You right click, lock, unlock. And now it's not locked in perpetuity. It's not like I can, I'm never going to be able to put this on unlock. But I get this. I have to consciously decide to unlock. That's a great way to protect anything you need to stay in place, right? All right, let's talk about collaboration. So with collaboration, we have a couple tools at the bottom right here. One's called stamps. And stamps is anything from your face to a thumbs up to a +1, right? There's even this one here that's kind of like a sticker. It's just really like that one's not my favorite, but it's just to say, hey, yeah, let me come back to that, or whatever it may be. There's another one though. Let's say we want to collaborate with folks, but we don't want it to leave an indelible element on the FigJam. Okay, we can click this, and then we go to what's called emotes. And so, hey, that's awesome. Put that little fire. Your collaborator sees that. Actually, you know what? I should do that. Let me do that from my other one real quick here. So I'm in emotes here. I'm going to do that. Let me do stamp emotes, and I'll do this. Oh, there we go. Yep, Tom Innovator is now doing that, right? Because it's this little temporary thing. But the emotes get really good with what's called cursor chat, where you say something and everybody else sees it, but then it goes away. So it's not a comment. We'll talk about comments later. All right, next thing. Have you ever wanted to embed a collaborative whiteboard in a website? Well, you can do that in FigJam. So we click share. And now you have to make sure it's anyone with the link can view or edit. It's very much like Google Drive. We click our get embed code, click copy. We go to our Google Sites and go to embed code. There it is. We insert. And there we go. And so we can embed a FigJam right in a website. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep it moving. YouTube videos. Have you ever wanted to add a YouTube to a collaborative whiteboard? Well, you can do it now. This is my session last year about hyperdocs. I click share. I click copy. And all I need to do, now I can link it in text, but better yet, let's just paste it. And now I can play it right there in my FigJam. I can even expand it, maximize it, also open link, really nice stuff. All right, next thing, I think we're gonna take a second. You're sick of hearing my voice. Let's do some voting. So when we vote, what we're gonna do is I'm going to put, let me just demo how you do this here. So I have, which is your favorite pizza, right? And what I can do here is I can click the vote button and start a vote. And I'm gonna give one vote, and I'll just pick your favorite. I'm going to drop this in the chat in a second, but I first want to just demo this. So when I click start and I click one, I have one vote left, and I can use any one of my stamps to do this. So I'll just put my I'll do a thumbs up. And I like Papa John's. It's the best vegan option. I click it. It's got one vote. But now I'm going to drop this in the chat. Maybe put it like a 1 minute or 2 minute timer on this. Maybe a 90-second timer. You know what? I'm going to set a timer. So if you want to come vote here. Let's do a 90-second timer and start. So if you can get in there. Oh, I see a couple of you already in there. And we're going to basically vote. Vote right on the text as I did. You won't be able to actually, I've locked the other thing, so you can only vote on the text. And we got voting. So far, one is voted. You want to click right down here to this, to the stamp. You can always unmute if there's any issues. And this should be set to anyone can edit. Yep.
I can't find the stamps.
Oh, stamps is right down here at the bottom. Look at the bottom toolbar. No, Lori?
No, I don't have it.
Lori, we can hop on.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep going.
It's right here. There's a thing called section and a thing here.
Okay.
Don't know why you wouldn't be able to find that, but that's good to know. It's something that like I'll try to figure out later. I'm not seeing a ton of. Let me end this. Let me end this and see how many people got to vote. Let's see here. And if, oh, all right. So something went wrong, and sometimes when you demo things, that happens. All right, it's all good. We have 6 minutes left. Let's keep going. I'm telling you, it is really cool, but it is a new feature, so maybe there was a little issue there. All right. Oh, my timer in that one is going down. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's keep going here. So connectors. The connectors in FigJam are so cool. So there's this little line here. And yeah, you can do straight lines. Sure, fine, right? But let's look at the connectors and how you can connect things with these lines that curve, and you can edit them. So if I'm in here, I can edit this line to be, again, any color I want. I can make it dotted. I can make it super thick. I can make them all sorts of endings at the on the other side. I would say with this, work with this with your kids or your collaborators and make a key of like, a dotted line means this, a solid line means that, this color means this color means that. All right. Oh, if you're on your phone, yeah, you might not have that stamp button right there. A phone or a tablet would be a very different. When I play with this on the iPad, it's pretty awesome. But anyway, let's talk conversations. So remember earlier I talked about how you could do a little connection with someone. I might say, hey, Tom, let's talk. And I can actually literally talk to Tom. What do I mean by that? There's a button right here to start a conversation with anyone I'm collaborating with. And I click connected. And then over here on my Innovator account, I connect, and now we're talking. Now I have to stop this because I'm hearing double. But you see that? You can initiate and have an audio conversation with collaborators in real time in a FigJam. All right, templates. What do teachers love? They love templates. Now, when you create a FigJam, it will prompt you, hey, do you want to use a template, yes or no? But that button is here. The amount of templates are, it's so many. From Venn diagram to you name it, they probably have it as a template. Here, well, let's see. Let's go back to the original. Brainstorming templates, all sorts of good ones. Roadmaps. I've linked a bunch. There's like an essay template, an essay planning template. I've linked a bunch in that blog post that's in here. And then if you go to the Figma education community or just the plain Figma community, they have a bunch listed there as well. All right, the next one, and actually the next one, let's go back to the vote. Let's go back to the voting one. I know we had a little issue here, but if you go back to it right now, you can do a thing here where you click on your icon and then you click Spotlight Me. And what that means is that anyone else who's in the FigJam with you. So right now I'm going to zoom in on Papa John's, my favorite, and you're going to see, and it says there that I have 2 followers. You're going to see Papa John's, right? So wherever I go in this FigJam, you're going to follow. So that's called Spotlight Me. Wonderful for a leader, a teacher to do that. All right, we're getting short on time, but that's okay. Force copy. Yes, you can force copy. So as long as you set the share button to anyone with the link can view or edit, guess what? You're good. You can do a force copy, throw it in an LMS. What you do is everything from the question mark on here, and you just type the word duplicate. Let's do /duplicate. Copy. Let's make sure this better work. And wait for it. It's coming. Here we go. And it says you now have a new copy of Spark Camp Saturday demo. Yes. All right. I'm in my last 2 minutes of time here. Good. Comments. The comments are awesome. Use the comment button here. Tag your collaborators with the @ key. Use emojis. Hey. All right. That might be not so work appropriate. But anyway, I did it. It's there. And then once I've done it, I get my comments history, but I can just click on that. It's a really nice interface. I really like how it's there, but it's subtle, and you can just mouse over it and see it. All right, password protect. So you can make a FigJam where students can edit it or view it, but it's password protected. Go back to your share button. And if you want to, anyone with the link, anyone with the password. So anyone with the link and password. So you can password protect your FigJams if you'd like. One other cool thing, washi tape. So washi tape is this thing under the marker. There's a little tape icon. And they have these links, oh, Starry Night. But instead, just use any image you have. So here I have the innovator icon, and I'll do that. Oh, and look at that. It's a tape with the Google for Education Certified Innovator. I did one where I was doing one for the French Revolution. And so, it's like the other monarchs in Europe, and I had a little crown, and I used that as washi tape to connect them to King Louis in France. All right, one last thing before I let us play is there is this flyover plugin. You notice how this has been kind of like a Prezi? It's because of this plugin that's available right here. Over here, you get all of these stickers and widgets and plugins. The stickers are cool. They're really very like teacher friendly, including this Do This one. I think teachers will love that one. But here you can even access your templates again. You can access all sorts of widgets and plugins, including a photo booth widget, a voice memo widget. So if you like Moat and you need it in your FigJam, you got it. Basically, it's just a different thing. Pexels, Unsplash, Bitmoji, Jiffy, they're all there. Just search for them. Really cool. All right, we're basically near the end of our session. I do want to, hold on, let's put this stuff away. I want to thank you. I'm going to leave a FigJam. So this FigJam is available at this bit.ly, which I'll put in the chat. So if you want to see this and use it as a reference, go right ahead. And I have a FigJam playground where you can put questions. And in this one, okay, anyone with the link can edit, copy link. In this one, feel free to put questions, and I can then, here under FigJam questions, it'll have your name on it, and then I can reply with a comment where I tag you. So feel free after this session, if you need to, if you want to ask me a question about FigJam, go right ahead there. I've also linked my YouTube playlist. I have 27 videos there. And again, my soon-to-be demise Twitter is @TomEMulaney. I'll let you know if I get a Mastodon. But I want to thank you all. We are basically at time. Thank you all so much. It was a pleasure and privilege to share this with you today.
Tom, thank you very much for your presentation. It's wonderful to see just the range of stuff you can do. To be honest, that's the wonderful side.